Yes, peace and greetings to the audience in the chat today. Today it was I was interested in having the conversation today based on something I was talking to about a friend of mine who works in finance. Obviously not a leftist, kind of capitalist, but has he's very transparent about the way in which capitalism disadvantages working class people, so on and so forth, et cetera, et cetera. And he was explaining to me that there's going to be about a third of these jobs that have been lost due to COVID that are not going to come back. I said, what do you mean? Why are you saying that? He said, it's been estimated that somehow between 30 and 40% of the jobs that have been lost from COVID-19 have already been replaced due to automation. So what has happened is that because employers are worried about the risk of employees coming in and spreading contagion, and a lot of late workers aren't really that vested in coming in, it has accelerated the way in which technology has been used by capital to make labor obsolete. And the question I wanted to have today with our audience was that what does it mean for a left that proposes to be based on issues of the working class when capitalism makes the function of the working class obsolete? How do we organize to restructure a society in which the theoretical basis upon which we are placed, i.e., the worker is oppressed by capital, becomes reoriented by the fact that capital has so effectively used technology that the worker has no more place in its relationship with capitalism? Does that mean that our economy is moving back to a feudal type of relationship where we had landless, ownerless serfs who are just rentiers? Is there a Marxian theoretical response, even though Marx did talk about technology and capital? Maybe those who are more orthodox in terms of their Marxist adherence might be able to share with us their thoughts. So the question I want to pose is that how exactly, as people who are trying to reorganize capitalism in a way in which it brings forth more economic justice, equity, and parity for those people who are increasing in precarity, what are the arguments that are going to be made to address the way in which technology is rapidly making labor obsolete? And who are the voices on the left who are making those arguments? And I don't want to believe that it's Andrew Yang, who thinks that universal basic income, which can be used to neutralize state subsidies through government assistance, is the answer with $1,000 a month. What do you think about that, Jason?
To hear the rest of this show and more, you can find us at This Is Revolution Podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Podbean, Pandora, and wherever else you get your podcasts. Also, you can find a new episode every Wednesday on the Zero Books YouTube channel. This is Revolution.